What's just happened in Peru today is absolute madness. The day's dramatic chain of events began when the president, Pedro Castillo, gave an address on national television in which he declared a state of emergency. He said that he was going to dissolve the opposition-controlled Congress and replace it with his own government of exception. The Congress that he was trying to dissolve quickly held the impeachment vote that he was trying to prevent. He was then shortly after removed from power, arrested, and charged with breaching constitutional order. And the very same day, he has now been replaced by Peru's first female president, as she becomes the country's 6th president in 6 years. In a huge turn of events, Brittney Griner is now being released from Russian prison. However, it was done on a prisoner trade deal in which the USA have now set free notorious arms dealer Victor Bout and have sent him back to Russia. He sold arms to warlords and rogue governments, becoming one of the world's most wanted men. He was dubbed the Merchant of Death for gun running and even inspired the 2005 Hollywood film Lord of War, which was loosely based on his life. He has spent the last 12 years in an American jail for conspiring to support terrorists to kill Americans. So the question is, was this a fair trade or not? Indonesia has just passed a criminal code bill making sex outside of marriage illegal, and it will carry a 1-year jail sentence. This new law will also apply to foreigners visiting or living in the country, and unmarried couples will be banned from living together and could be jailed for 6 months for breaking this law. You could also be jailed for cheating on your wife or husband. This law will come into effect in 3 years' time, so I guess get your Bali trips in now. And while many people oppose the law, many others in the Muslim-majority countries support it. So the question is this a step forwards or backwards? China have just made a massive announcement saying that they're putting an end to their most eerie and disliked measure, the infamous quarantine camps. Now, you wouldn't have seen a lot of reporting on this for obvious reasons, but they were built essentially to make sure that individuals were isolating. If their QR code scanned red, they and their close contacts would be taken, sometimes forcibly, to one of these facilities. It's claimed that their biggest camp was in the city of Guangzhou and holds up to 250,000 people and has over 90,000 isolation pods. These things are put up in a matter of minutes and cost less than an iPhone. Footage recently circulated showing what lunchtime looks like in one of these pods, but after the recent massive pushback from the Chinese public, they have now changed their policies. One being that individuals in these camps can now leave. However, some people are still posting footage claiming that certain areas are not allowing people to leave and that construction of certain camps are still ongoing. These claims have not been verified, but of course, as always, I'll keep you guys updated.